Episode 8 sees us travel just outside the city of Dalat, where we visit some waterfalls, take a cable car ride and visit a monastery. Good morning. So the plan today is we're going to go and see some waterfalls around the Dalat area. We did originally plan to hire some mopeds, but we've been advised against it. It does look pretty dangerous here. Plus we've got hardly any experience, so no. Just to play it safe, I'm just going to sack that off. So the lovely lady at our hotel, the mock track, she's organising a car for us, and it's only going to cost about £20 for the day.
Less than 20 quid.
And he's going to take her around everywhere we want to see, so we can't complain at that. And obviously it's a bit more expensive than what it would be to hire a moped, but obviously our safety's paramount. So we're just getting these banh mi's, we're going to have these and then head back to our hotel, and then we'll get going. Dogs just come for Jackie.
Down the hole and then it's half carried.
No, there's not up to it. Those birds, I mean, I don't think it's particularly nice what they do, because obviously you must capture the birds, put them in a cage, and then the likes of me and you can go and buy a bird and you release it. But with a rabbit, I'm not sure what that's all about. It looks like somebody's just selling them as pets, but it's horrible seeing them all like, it's just all in a cage, like stuck together like that. It can't be good for, I know, but it can't be good for the rabbit surely. But
then birds are like homing birds as well, they release them and then they just come back.
Yeah.
They'll probably just go home.
Probably another scam.
Our guide for the day.
It's like a little game on us. So this isn't turning out the way we wanted it. We did want to go to Spongo Waterfalls, which is a bit further away. So that's outside of Dalat, it's about an hour away. But that's going to cost double to get there. And there's another one called Elephant Falls, which is close to here, but it's closed. But I'm sure there's a way you can still get in down the bottom through a fence. One of the places we did want to go was Datanla Waterfalls. There's like an Alpine coaster there, so we're just going to go there. So I'm a bit disappointed because we probably could have done both, to be fair. But obviously because it's going to cost more, this is why we did want to hire a scooter, because we could just go and kind of do it, explore it ourselves. But these things happen, I suppose, so we'll have to just settle for the Datanla today. So the map for us was just slightly confusing because there's 3s, 2s, 1s all over, 3's different prices, 2's different stations, and I don't know, it's just like, it was just numbers plastered all over the board. Oh, okay. So like there's an entrance number 1, there's an activities package number 1, but they've got the ones, it's just really hard to find out. So that's the office if you want to do Alpine Coaster 3. So there must be different ticket booths around the entrance. So this one here, that's Office 3. So that's Alpine Ticket 3. So there must be another one. So we're going to do, I think it was the third option, which was, looks like the longer coaster, and you get to coaster number 1 and 2. Sorry, Waterfalls 1 and 2. Okay, so it's turning into an absolute fucking disaster, but we just can't work out which one's which. Don't know which one's best. So apparently this one that we've come to now is the older one, which isn't as good, but it's cheaper. So we've come here first.
Because we want to see the waterfalls.
We want to see the waterfalls.
I didn't see from that one.
This looks like a smaller coaster. The one at the top that we're originally at is a newer one. I don't know, we might end up both at this rate just to say we've done them both, because apparently the guy who was driving with, it's really hard to communicate. So we're having to use Google Translate, and even that's not the easiest at the minute. So we'll try this one first anyway. This is the older one. We might go to the other one next, because you can probably walk up there, it's not too far. He drove it down. But the guy's going to be waiting here for afterwards. So anyway, we'll try this one, we'll see what it's like, see if we can see much of the falls, and then we'll decide if we're going to do the other one, because I think it's 200 up there. It's a lot more, but I think it's a bigger coaster up there. So anyway, let's go inside and see what it's like. Thank you. The tickets we got, I ended up getting, because again, communication, went to the waterfalls only, and that's to walk there. So we've probably been done here, because if you get a roller coaster ticket, you probably get your entry to the waterfalls anyway. So we've probably been charged twice. So we got to the queue thinking we bought a ticket for the roller coaster, told no, you need to go and buy we've had to buy a separate ticket for the roller coaster, whereas we probably didn't need to buy the first ticket. It's maybe it's our fault, but again, communication.
Okay, let's go.
Right, stung off a bee.
Don't jerk it too much, because I've got nothing to hang on to. There'll be a crash. Really slow down. That is a wrap.
That was good, but
Got
slowed right down by these monkeys in front, down about 2 miles an hour.
Never mind.
Okay. Whoa, nearly.
Oh, nearly.
Nearly.
Right, so far.
Get worse.
Oh, I hit the middle now. Okay, now we've done my Robin Hood piece, the archery. We're walking down to the waterfalls at Datanla. So let's have a look at these. Look pretty impressive so far. those are the first set of falls. There's another walk through. You walk through this bit of woodland here. Apparently there's a bigger fall, I think. Well, there's at least another fall. I don't know if it's bigger, but I'm sure the guy back there said it was a bigger fall. She didn't mention about the roller coaster tickets were actually take you back to the top as well. If you do have any kind of walking issues, then your heart can take the roller coaster, then it's worth doing, because then it just takes you back up and you haven't got to walk up any steps. Yeah, this one's actually quite steep here. Okay, so it's about a 10-minute little trek through the jungle, and then you get to the biggest waterfall, which must be number 3. We're just approaching now, and it looks quite big. So there you go. Check that out. Good, eh? So this is the 3rd fall. Quite big, powerful. So it runs all the way down from 1 and 2. Follow the stream or the river through the forest, and then this is the last one. So this is where the new roller coaster drops you off. So on the boards, the first one drops you off at 1 and 2, and this is 3. This one's really impressive. You can really feel the spray off the waterfall, especially at the bottom. It's really, really like powerful. Anyway, let's go to the next one, if there is one. We're going to have a walk down there and see what's around, and then we'll get back and see our driver. Canny pair. Trust you to notice that. That's at Datanla Waterfalls. So this big one at the bottom we've just seen, that is 3. The first 2 are at the top. But we're just chatty confused a bit there and just talking about. We thought there was another one, but never mind. We're back now at the station, so the coaster takes you back up the hill. So we're just going to get this back up now and meet our driver. So that's the Datanla Waterfalls, an Alpine coaster. So what did you think of that?
It was good, actually. Yeah, it was really good. It was worth a visit.
Despite a disappointing start of the day, it's actually turned out alright, hasn't it? Because the falls were brilliant. Oh, definitely. I mean, the coaster was good. We just went on the shorter one because of the confusion at the start. The other coaster's better, but it drops you right at the bottom, and then you'd have to walk up into the forest to see the first two falls. So the route we've taken is probably the better walking route to do, but that roller coaster is better. We just went on the old one, which isn't as long. The new one is like 1 kilometre long, so I'm a bit gutted we didn't get to go on it, but we could always come back tomorrow and do the next one. It was good though. We had a good little day there. Spent about 2 or 3 hours there now. But we're going to have to go and find how many jetties out of 5 anyway. How many jetties out of 5 now before we leave?
4.5. Only because of the confusion, but that's possibly.
But the falls themselves, I mean, were amazing, weren't they?
Oh yeah, the falls are gorgeous. Yeah,
and to think they're not even the best ones around this area as well. And that's where we wanted to go today, but so I'm a bit disappointed about that. But hey ho, like I say, we've had a nice time here. It's been good. Very touristic though.
Yeah, it's not actually, considering it's a weekend.
It's a Sunday today.
It's that busy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it gets like normally, but you're not like pushing and shoving and you're waiting loads. So
no, true. We didn't wait. The longest we waited was the queue back up. Yeah. And if we'd gone about 10 minutes earlier, there wasn't even a queue there. But. So there's also a high ropes course here. Just like a little kind of adventure playground type of thing, isn't it? There'll be with like bridges and little ropes across the trees there. But if you look right in the background over here, there's a guy quite high up, like in a tree house. So it must be like one of the checkpoints or stations. And you must just go right all the way through. So that's another activity you can do here. And then this is where the zip line starts. So you obviously go down through the valley and the trees there, right down to the bottom. Probably be quite good. But I think the zip lining costs about, I'm sure it's £40. Yeah, so it's like $1,000,000 dong. So this is the Robin Hill cable car, so this takes you over one of the lakes. Thought we'd do this. It's 120 dong each to do the return. It's 100 dong to go one way. So we've just done the return. It's only like about 60 pence more to do the return. Plus our driver's just waiting here. So we're just going to go in and get our tickets. So tickets are just at this little booking office. You come down some stairs, you'll see the entrance and the booking office is just to the left. It's 120 dong each. You've got to come back before 5 PM as well. I did read it closes at 5:30, but we've still got 2.5 hours, so we've got a bit of time to look around. So what the cozies. Hope you're not scared of heights.
No, not really.
So if you want to come up here, there's a place behind here, I think it's called Greenland. You've got to pay another 100 to get in there. And all it is just a place to take bloody Instagram pictures or whatever. But you get good views of the city from up here. So on one side you've got the city and on the other you've got the mountains. So let's have a look at those. What did you think of the cable car ride? Because that was quite good.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah, so
The views are good, aren't they?
The views are good. Yeah, it's a little bit misty, but
I think
it's warm in here as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good thing actually.
I think there was a bit of a, looked like there was a bit of a storm brewing over the city, so what you don't actually see from probably the footage we've taken is the mountains in the distance, and they're really tall, so it would have been good to have seen that like behind the city, but didn't really get to see. But on this side here on the way back, like the scenery is amazing, just chocker full of mountains, isn't it?
It is, just all green.
Beautiful, really, really nice.
Forest.
You see mountains for miles. And then on this side here, obviously you've got Dalat. So it's great to get like a different perspective of the town, and it's something we wanted to do anyway, so we would have come on the cable car at some point.
Yeah. It's been a learning day.
It has, yes. Yes. It's probably the day that's like gone wrong the most so far. Like everything else is pretty much gone to plan,
we're kind of on a roll today, everything's gone wrong.
Up until now, but
we don't think that we're going to do anything.
We have, just
still been good.
It's just the having to pay what we bloody paid for the car, and that one we could have done it much cheaper by Grab.
Yeah, that's the only
the bit that's gnarling me at the minute, but never mind. Like I say, we're getting around. We'll live and learn, but hey ho. We're not too far from Dalat anyway, so everything's like pretty close by. You can do it well within a day. Obviously, like I say, we spent a little bit extra time at the falls there. We've just took my time and what have you, but you could probably do the falls in about an hour, couldn't you?
Yeah, 2 hours is probably. We spent about
2.5 hours
just
there,
like
I think.
pottering around and stuff, yeah.
It's nice to take the time and take it all in, but that's been good. This monastery lies in 23.2 hectares, and it was built quite recently, only in 1993 and 1994, by the superior Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. So thanks to the beautiful landscapes, the pagoda is not the only place for meditation, it's also an ideal place for visitors. This is one of the reasons to come at this time of year, because all the flowers are coming out in bloom, so you can really see them in this garden here. Loads of like reds and purples, oranges, so everything's coming into bloom now. So with this being a Zen monastery, it's actually really quiet here. It's just a nice relaxing atmosphere. So just through the trees here on the other side you can see Tuyen Tuk Lake. So we passed this on the way up, and it's massive, it's really nice, just in the shadows of some mountains, so it looks really nice. You can just see them through the trees. I think you might actually be able to walk down there. Okay, so through the trees, here's the lake. It sounds like somebody's banging out some karaoke down there as well. I think there's a resort at the bottom here, right on the lake, so that'll make sense if somebody is blasting out some Vietnamese pop songs. Is that someone's hand in there? I think the fish have eaten somebody. So that was the Truc Lam Monastery. What did you think of that one?
Yeah, no, it was really nice and quiet. The gardens are beautiful.
Nice.
Colours of the flowers. I like the bonsai trees as well.
Yeah, it's down by the, you can see the lake through the trees, which is quite nice. You can't actually walk down there, there's a gate that you can walk down, but it closes at 4:30. And it's 4:20 now, but I think it's just selling boat trips and stuff down there anyways. But we're gonna go back now. I think we'll close this one off for today. We're gonna have a little bit of private time in terms of like going out and stuff. Not fuck long. We're gonna go and see our driver, head back. It's not too far back, probably about 15 minutes. And then we'll probably just go for some food tonight, so that'll be it, probably.
Yeah, food, couple of beers, and yeah, I'm quite tired.
Yeah, I'm quite tired.
Maybe the trip's catching up with us.
So never mind, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave any comments, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, which is free to do. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
In the next episode, illness hits the camp.
We had a bit of a night last night. Jackie's been up all night being sick. All the plans I had for today are probably wiped out. And we move on from Dalat to Hoi An. So we're just gonna head out and about. Every full moon of every month there's a lantern festival in Hoi An.